Hey guys, hope you're all right. Right, on with a couple of small jobs before we get onto the wiring. So I'm going to sort the breather out today. I think I explained in the last video, we've got the breather coming from the top of the engine. I want to put it into a filter because I do believe it did go into the airbox. I think I'm right. So I tried a couple of little filters that I've got knocking around, and which are breather filters, but they just look wrong. They look lost. They were too small. So I'm going with a bigger filter, just so it stands out, and it's another little feature on the bike. So I've made the bracket. I didn't film any of that, to be honest. I was running around doing things yesterday in between doing the bike, and I actually got the Fiat fixed. That's all sorted now. That starts up a treat. So that's another one ticked off the list on the cars. Anyway, today I'm going to put the filter on and then fit the footrest on the other side of the bike. So as you know, we've got all this side sorted, footrest, brake system and all that business. I was going to put the filter here, but then I thought, you know, this side of the bike's quite busy. We're going to have the exhaust pipe this side. The other side, I've got more space to mess about with things. So what we're going to do is basically have the feeder. What's a feeder? You know I can't talk properly. The filter. So we've got the pipe here coming down. That's coming from up here. You see it there. So I'm going to get the filter in this area here, because like I say, we haven't got much going on this side like the other side. So it's basically to try and make this side a bit more interesting as well. And then after that, we'll get this side, the footrests on and the gear change and things. Let's get on with it. Okay, a few bits to play around with. So I've turned this down on the wobbly lathe, so that's going to fit into the bracket I've made up with all the angles and dangles on it to make it sit right. I've just got to get all this the right way round. It literally goes one way, which is that way. Little fixings. Yes. That's the one. Right. I don't like that. It's that clip ain't sitting straight. Let's try that. That's better. Right. Just going to try that on the bike. Oh, I've got it in place. A bit fiddly to get in to do it up, but not impossible. There we are. I think I'll have to get a ratchet with an extension on to get at the bottom one from the other side. But it's in place. There you go. I know it's big, but I tried smaller ones, it just looked lost, and I'd say it's a bit more of a feature on this side of the bike. So next we'll get the footrests sorted out. I've just got to give them a little polish back up, and then we'll get them fitted. It is well and truly out the way of your leg look. It's actually inboard of the engine, so sorted. Okay, next just got to tidy the footrest up for the other side. Get this bracket that I made ages ago polished, and the little spacers, and give all this a good scrub. Everything's all a bit dusty and stuff, so we'll freshen all that lot up and get that back on the bike. Let's get on with it. Okay, all cleaned, started getting it back together, just figuring it out again, because it's been a while. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get this on the bike, and then I think I'm going to call it a video on this one, because I really need to clean this shed up, because next job is 100% wiring all the way. So yeah, I'm going to have a good clean up. As my dad would say, cleanliness leads to efficiency. Keep your shop clean. He was right. Right, how did this go? Little dome beds in there. Then we've got the spacers. When that's on, we'll get the little bit of linkage on there. Let's get that on first. I've been working around this bike all morning with the lift on the ground. My brain's just warmed up a tiny bit, and I've realised it's got one of them pedal things that you can actually lift this bench up with. How about that? Who would have thought? Right, let's get the footrest on. So, how does this go? That one there. That one there, and then one's in there. I've also got to find out the fixings for that. This is what I'm going to do for the day, just go over everything, and then like I say, we're going to have a clean up, because tomorrow is definitely wiring. I just want everywhere spotless so I can relax and concentrate and get it all done nicely. Little spacer, then the little rose joint, and then a bolt. So, right, that's far too long. Don't like that. We need to take a bit more off that fixing. Don't want a great big bit of stud sticking out, do we? Well, let's just cut that down. Let's just rest that on there a minute and get that's better. Maybe a case I'll have to take it back off, just to, obviously I won't know till I sit on the bike and probably give it a bit of a ride round till I know we're in a comfortable place. And then that's only setting it for me, you know, you might have to come back off. I'll get it somewhere close where it's comfy. I'm using the wrong one again. I ain't with it today, I don't know why. There we go. Yeah, I've got to get the bolts in there because this actually supports the output shaft on there. You got quite a big distance from coming out of the engine till it goes through this casing, so we'll get them bolted on. Let's find some fixings. Right, all sorted. That's yeah, that all done. We've got the fixings in here, that's all sorted. There's still a few little bits to do, but nothing major at all. It is just some very small odds and ends, and we'll be ready for wiring. But first, I'm going to clean this shed up before I do anything, because it is a complete tip. As you can see, I have got stuff absolutely everywhere. All over the floors, every bit of surface is took up with stuff spread out. Look at the state of this. Yeah, I'm in a right mess. And the cave extension's getting messy as well, so I'm going to sort all that and probably give my bike a start up, its weekly start up, and a wipe over. I do that 1 or 2 times a week. So yeah, I think that'll do for this one. Next one will be definitely on the wiring. Hopefully that will all go nice and smoothly and all to plan. We'll soon find out. Anyway, cheers for watching, guys. Take care.